Have you ever seen jewelry so breathtaking, so hypnotic, that you forget to breathe for a second? Welcome to the glittering world of Chanel Fine Collection Jewellery, a realm where diamonds dance like stars, camellias bloom in gold, and every single detail whispers Parisian perfection. But this isn't just about sparkle. It's about storytelling, legacy, and some of the most staggering beauty in haute joaillerie history. From Gabrielle Chanel's first foray into diamonds in 1932 to today's cosmic, camellia-kissed creations, Chanel's fine jewelry isn't just worn, it's experienced. So buckle up, sparkle lovers. We're diving deep into a world where couture meets carats, and trust us, you're gonna want to stay till the end. Because we've got 15 jaw-dropping secrets about Chanel's fine jewelry that even the most devoted fans don't know. Let's go. Before there was a fine jewelry empire, there was Coco. Gabrielle "Coco" Chanel was always a rule breaker. In 1932, when the world was still in the Great Depression, she shocked high society by launching a dazzling diamond jewelry collection, simply titled Bijoux de Diamant. Unlike the heavy, over-embellished pieces of the time, her designs were light, airy, effortless. Stars, comets, ribbons, and fringe inspired by the night sky and movement, not royalty. While the collection was only displayed once in Coco's own Parisian home, it made history. It laid the groundwork for everything Chanel fine jewelry would become: bold, symbolic, and never just pretty, always purposeful. When you look at a Chanel necklace, ring, or earring, you're not just seeing design, you're seeing iconography. Let's break it down. The camellia, Coco's favorite flower. No scent, no thorns, just purity and elegance. It now blooms endlessly in diamonds and pearls. The star and the comet, symbols of destiny and feminine intuition, a nod to Gabrielle's love of astrology. The lion, representing Coco's zodiac sign, Leo, fierce, regal, and used often in statement pieces. The ribbon, a symbol of softness and sensuality, turned sculptural and elegant in platinum and diamonds. The pearl, Chanel's favorite adornment, often faux in fashion, but in fine jewelry, cultured, glowing, and often paired with diamonds for contrast. Each motif is a piece of Coco's heart, but they've also been reimagined by some of the most inventive jewelers in the world, taking old codes and sculpting them into modern marvels. Chanel's fine jewelry is created at 19 Place Vendôme. The brand's jewelry atelier just steps from Coco's old apartment at the Ritz. This isn't mass production. Each piece can take hundreds of hours, sometimes thousands. Stones are hand-selected, sometimes cut to custom shapes just for one ring or necklace. Artisans shape wax molds, cast precious metals, and hand-set stones under microscopes. Micropave, invisible settings, and articulated links make the jewelry move like fabric. Diamonds, sapphires, emeralds, and pearls. Each gem used by Chanel is carefully selected for brilliance, cut, and ethical sourcing. Chanel uses only D2F color diamonds with VVS clarity or better, the top of the top. Stones are matched not just in size, but in fire and spirit. Even a millimeter of mismatch can disqualify a gem. Metals like 18-karat white, yellow, and beige gold are custom alloyed to achieve Chanel's signature soft finishes. Chanel doesn't just make jewelry, they sculpt light. Every surface is designed to reflect in subtle, multi-directional ways. The result? The signature Chanel glow. The making happens in Chanel's high jewelry atelier, just steps away from Place Vendôme. Here, master jewelers use centuries-old techniques combined with cutting-edge precision. A single piece might take 100 to 1,000 hours to complete. Why? Because nothing is rushed. Every claw, hinge, and bezel is hand-worked to perfection. Delicate motifs like camellias and lion heads are hand-carved in wax before being cast in precious metal. Stone setting is a world of its own. Microscopic prongs are shaped and polished to hold each gem just right. Invisible settings make stones appear to float. The jeweler must align stones with pinpoint accuracy. Even the light refraction is tested to ensure maximum brilliance. This isn't about bling, it's about radiance, harmony, and storytelling through sparkle. But what the customer receives is more than jewelry. It's history, it's identity, it's the spirit of Gabrielle Chanel herself. Whether worn to the Oscars, a gala, or passed through generations, Chanel fine jewelry tells a story that never fades. Now, let's get into the collections that have taken the world by storm, each one an entire universe. 1932, reimagined. a tribute to Coco's original line. Think shooting stars, glittering crescent moons, and diamond constellations. It's like wearing the Milky Way around your neck. Camellia. Each season, Chanel reinvents the camellia. Sometimes it's romantic, soft, and made of pink sapphires. Other times, it's a stark white blaze of diamonds with graphic petals you could frame as art. Coco Crush. This is fine jewelry for the modern woman. Quilted gold rings and cuffs, inspired by the stitching on Chanel handbags. Smooth, bold, and stackable. Lion de Chanel. Imagine a 3D lion's head roaring from a ring in white gold and onyx with a diamond mane. These are pieces with power, talismans for those who wear their confidence like armor. Comet. Delicate diamond stars shooting across ear cuffs, wrapping around fingers, and dangling from necklaces. It's whimsical, feminine, and always luminous. You may ask, who wears Chanel Fine Jewelry? Short answer, icons. Chanel Fine Jewelry is worn by actresses like Keira Knightley, Kristen Stewart, and Margot Robbie on red carpets around the world. But it's also for collectors, women, and men who understand the value of a timeless investment. Because while trends change, Chanel never goes out of style. And their fine jewelry isn't just fashion, it's future heirloom material. There's a reason Chanel's jewelry doesn't shout. It whispers luxury. These aren't blinged out attention hog pieces. They're elegant. They move with the wearer. They glow in candlelight. They surprise you under the sun. Most importantly, Chanel's fine jewelry feels deeply personal. Whether it's a comet ring that reminds you of your dreams or a camellia necklace that speaks to your quiet strength, these aren't just accessories. They're reflections of identity. And that is why Chanel Fine Jewelry continues to stun, seduce, and stagger. While Chanel's Fine Collection Jewelry is known for its craftsmanship and symbolism, it hasn't been immune to industry controversies. Let's take a look at a few moments that stirred conversation. First, we have ethical sourcing scrutiny. Despite Chanel's reputation for excellence, the brand has faced periodic scrutiny over the transparency of its diamond sourcing. Like many luxury jewelry houses, Chanel has been tight-lipped about the exact supply chain of its gemstones. While it adheres to the Kimberley process to avoid conflict diamonds, this has led some watchdogs to push for greater accountability and traceability, especially as brands like Tiffany & Co. have moved toward fully transparent sourcing. Second, accusations of copy and traditional designs. Chanel's reinterpretation of historical or cultural motifs has occasionally raised eyebrows. One such instance involved a camellia-inspired collection that some critics claimed bore a resemblance to traditional East Asian floral motifs, without appropriate cultural acknowledgement. While Chanel has never been formally accused of cultural appropriation in its fine jewelry lines, the broader fashion world's ongoing dialogue around cultural borrowing versus inspiration has caused fans to look at even Chanel's jewelry collections with a more critical lens. Third, price transparency concerns. Another often debated issue in the world of high jewelry, including Chanel, is the opaque pricing structure. Chanel rarely publicizes prices for its haute joaillerie pieces. In fact, many items require private consultations or showroom appointments just to get a quote. While this exclusivity is part of the luxury appeal, some critics argue it reinforces a lack of transparency that can obscure real value and hinder trust with younger, more conscious luxury buyers. Fourth, slow progress on sustainability. Compared to other luxury giants like Chopard and Boucheron, which have made bold moves toward sustainable gold and lab-grown diamond experimentation, Chanel has been slower to adapt eco-forward initiatives in their fine jewelry arm. With Gen Z and millennial consumers increasingly prioritizing sustainable luxury, critics wonder whether Chanel's traditionalist stance may eventually work against its future relevance in fine jewelry. And 5. Alleged staff treatment at the atelier. While largely unverified and not widely reported, there have been anonymous online claims on forums like The Fashion Spot and Reddit alleging intense pressure within Chanel's jewelry ateliers. These rumors include long working hours and strict quality controls that can allegedly create a perfection-at-all-cost environment. Despite these occasional controversies, Chanel Fine Collection Jewelry continues to thrive, admired for its artistry and coveted for its exclusivity. But in the ever-evolving landscape of luxury, even icons must navigate the line between tradition and transformation. Now that you've been dazzled, it's time for the real gems, the 15 secrets even die-hard Chanel fans don't know. Secret number 1. Did you know the very first Chanel diamond collection in 1932 was so controversial, traditional jewelers tried to get it shut down? Coco's decision to use real diamonds in bold, modern styles and present them in a fashion setting shook up Paris's conservative jewelry houses. It was scandalously modern. Number 2. Did you know Chanel's camellia isn't just a flower, it's a code? Coco Chanel loved camellias for their androgynous beauty. Today, Chanel's designers use 3D laser scans of real petals to replicate their asymmetry in wax molds for fine jewelry. Secret number 3. Did you know it can take up to 600 hours to create a single Chanel high jewelry necklace? Each diamond is cut and calibrated to create an exact line of sparkle, and the settings are so finely built that they often disappear to the naked eye. Number 4. Did you know Chanel has its own private diamond sourcing experts? They work directly with gem markets in Antwerp, Jaipur, and Geneva, ensuring ethical sourcing, clarity perfection, and rare cuts exclusive to Chanel. Secret number 5. Did you know Chanel once created a necklace valued at over $10 million and refused to sell it? The piece, part of the 1932 reissue collection, featured over 100 carats of diamonds. It was a tribute to Coco and is preserved in Chanel's private heritage archives. Number 6. Did you know the comet star motif was inspired by a childhood vision Coco had lying under the night sky? She believed shooting stars were signs of destiny and used them often as metaphors for feminine freedom and ambition. Secret number 7. Did you know that some Chanel pieces are made with moonstone, spinel, or savorite, stones you rarely see in haute jewellery? Chanel's creative director of jewelry loves unexpected combinations that play with light and shadow. Number 8. Did you know every single piece of Chanel Fine Jewellery is assembled in France by hand at their Place Vendôme atelier? No outsourcing, no shortcuts. The same location where Coco herself once walked the halls. Secret number 9. Did you know Chanel tests how each necklace moves on skin before approving it? They drape every piece on live models to ensure it lays correctly on the collarbone, shoulder, or décolleté. Comfort is luxury, after all. Number 10. Did you know some of Chanel's newest rings feature a secret setting that allows the stones to rotate slightly as you move? This enhances sparkle dynamically, catching the light from every angle. Secret number 11. Did you know Chanel jewelry has starred in dozens of films? From Anna Karenina to Spencer, Chanel often custom designs high jewelry for film costumes, then quietly archives them afterward. Number 12. Did you know that Gabrielle Chanel herself only wore white diamonds? She believed their clarity reflected truth and vision, and called them her rays of destiny. Secret number 13. Did you know that Coco Crush collection is machine polished and hand finished, blending tradition with tech? Each piece is quilted with extreme precision, then hand buffed for that buttery soft gleam. Number 14. Did you know you can get custom fine jewelry made by Chanel, but only if you're invited? Chanel offers bespoke services for VIP clients through its haute jewelry program. Think one-of-a-kind designs using heirloom stones. And here we go, secret number 15. Did you know that Chanel's fine jewelry is one of the fastest-growing segments in the luxury market? Despite economic slowdowns, demand for Chanel's high jewelry has surged, with waitlists for pieces like the Coco Crush cuffs and camellia diamond chokers. The staggering beauty of Chanel Fine Collection Jewelry isn't just in its sparkle, it's in its soul. From Coco's rebellious spirit to the meticulous hands that bring each piece to life, every detail tells a story of elegance, power, and individuality. So, the next time you see a camellia, a shooting star, or a lion-shaped ring, know that it's more than just a decoration, it's Chanel. If you love this journey into the world of high jewelry, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your favorite Chanel motif in the comments below. And remember, real luxury doesn't just shine, it speaks.